Hi guys, welcome to Basic Bit. We made it to Friday! The problem we're working on today is called increasing triplet subsequence. We're given an array of integers and we want to return true if there exists a set of indices, a triplet of indices, such that these indices are in strictly increasing order and the numbers the corresponding numbers at these indices are also in strictly increasing order. So for the first example, we would return true because we have multiple triplets that are in strictly increasing order. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. We could even skip 1, 3, 5. However, in the second example, we don't have any triplets in increasing order. And finally, in the third example, the only triplet in increasing order are the values at the index 3, 4, and 5. So the last three values in this list, 0, 4, and 6, are in strictly increasing order. So we would return true. The array nums could contain less than 3 values. And if it contains less than 3 values, then it definitely doesn't have an increasing triplet subsequence. So if it has less than 3 values, we return false. Otherwise, I'm going to use 3 pointers or 3 indices, I, j, and k, and I'm going to try out all the possible combinations of I, j, and k that could be a potential increasing triplet. So I is going to point at the first potential value in the triplet. So that means I can range from 0 to length of nums minus 2. And at the end of the while loop, we would increment it by 1 each time. And then the first is going to store the value indexed at I. And j is going to be the index of the second value in the triplet. So j can range from I plus 1 to length of nums minus 1. And the second value would be the number indexed at j. If the second value is greater than the first value, then we potentially have the first 2 values of our triplet. The last thing we would have to check would be whether or not there's any values following I and j in the list that is larger than j. So we're going to have an index k, which we initialize at j plus 1, and while k is less than the length of nums, we would store in third the value indexed at k. And finally, if third is greater than second, and if we've reached this point, second is also greater than first, then we can return true. So for this inner while loop here, we have to remember to increment k plus 1 each time. And then also for this second while loop here, we have to remember to increment j plus 1 each time. And then we have I plus 1. Okay, so if it goes through this whole while loop, we were unable to find any increasing triplets in the nums array, so we can return false. We run our solution. That looks good, submit. And it was accepted.